And Chinese President Xi Jinping says China stands against unilateral sanctions and economic coercion, a thinly veiled retort to the U.S. as he addressed the Belt and Road Forum in Beijing. Mr. Xi also lauded the, quote, remarkable achievements of the trade and infrastructure investment project and mapped out a blueprint for the road ahead. Olivia Xiong with this report.
Striding into the Great Hall of the People with attending world leaders, the message Chinese President Xi Jinping wanted to send was clear, that after a decade, his ambitious Belt and Road Initiative has produced fruitful outcomes. From railways to roads and pipelines, Mr. Xi said the initiative has transcended differences and established a new framework for international cooperation. China also becoming the main trading partner and primary source of investment for over 140 countries.
世界好，中国才会好。中国好，世界会更好。通过共建“一带一路”，中国对外开放的大门越开越大。
Representatives from over 140 countries are attending the Belt and Road Forum, many from developing countries and the global south. Top leaders from the West noticeably absent from the event. But that didn't stop Mr. Xi from making a veiled swipe at the U.S. amid tensions between the two countries.
把别人的发展视为威胁，把经济相互依存视为风险，不会让自己生活得更好，发展得更快。不搞意识形态对立，不搞地缘政治博弈，也不搞集团政治对抗，反对单边制裁，反对经济胁迫，也反对脱钩断链。
There was no mention of challenges facing the BRI in the past decade, including criticism that it poses a debt trap for poorer countries and the economic headwinds facing China. Instead, Mr. Xi outlined an 8-step plan for the future, including speeding up development of the China-Europe Railway Express, building a joint logistics corridor across the Eurasia continent, and entering into free trade agreements with more countries. He also pledged greater market access and committed over $100 billion in new funds for Belt and Road projects. Without elaborating, Mr. Xi said the project would face headwinds and tailwinds moving forward, but that China would work with all parties to deepen Belt and Road cooperation. The Israel-Hamas armed conflict looms large in the background of the Belt and Road Forum, but neither the situation in the Middle East nor the war in Ukraine was mentioned by President Xi when he addressed the forum. It was also not mentioned by his Russian counterpart. Mr. Putin instead heaped praise on the Belt and Road Initiative and Mr. Xi. Russia has become increasingly dependent on China for trade in goods and energy as it faces sanctions from the West.
Завершая, хочу выразить уверенность, что инициатива «Один пояс, один путь» и только что изложенные российские приоритеты, конструктивные и самые смелые предложения других государств, в том числе и участвующих сегодня на форуме, позволят найти коллективные и действительно эффективные решения по-настоящему важные, актуальные региональные и международные проблемы позволят решить.
This is Mr. Putin's first trip to a major global power since Russia's invasion of Ukraine last year. In March, the Hague-based International Criminal Court had issued an arrest warrant for him for allegedly deporting thousands of Ukrainian children to Russia. Olivia Xiong, CNA, Beijing.